November 11, 2006 was the 40th anniversary of the Gemini program. On May 25, 1961, 3 weeks after Mercury astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American in space, President John F. Kennedy announced the goal of sending astronauts to the moon before the end of the decade. This was also known as the Gemini flight program.
The Gemini program was a necessary intermediate step between the Mercury project and the Apollo program. The Gus Grissom command pilot, John W. Young, was the first pilot. The Gemini flight program was in the middle of the Mercury and Apollo because they were unsure if they would make the Apollo. So they tried something harder than Mercury, but a bit easier than Apollo.
The Gemini project went from 1962 to 1966. The goal of the Gemini program was to develop skills and technology required for the Apollo missions, including reverse docking and spacewalks. The Gemini class was designed for 2 astronauts. Those 2 astronauts included the Gus Grissom pilot, John W. Young, and his boss, the Gus Grissom. He was the command pilot on these flights. They went all the flights throughout the Gemini program.